Whoa, this are the you called Sweet Time alongside the man called Ed Case with the Gorillaz, the Remix in a seat.
Right, so the story behind producing and remixing the Clint Eastwood remix for Gorillaz. Basically, we had a studio next door to Damon Albarn, and my older brother was very good friends with him. And Hugh, who's my older brother, went to Jamaica, luckily, to work on the album with Damon. Well, not work on it, he was actually just relaxing and enjoying himself on the beaches while everybody was doing the work on the music. So he was very lucky, and he basically came back, and the album was in a demo sort of stage. And my brother sort of said to me if there was anything that you wanted to remix or have a listen to. And I basically had to listen to all of the tracks, and there were some brilliant tracks, and I thought, wow, I can really sort of remix a few of these. So I think what stood out is the speed of the original, and I wanted to try and make something a bit more pacey. So there wasn't much point in getting something that was slow and basically sort of making another slow version. So yeah, that was the plan, and we got the parts. And one night we were in Middle Row Studios, which was my brother's studio at the time in Ladbroke Grove, and I started probably about 7:30 at night and worked till maybe, I guess, 11 o'clock in the evening, and then I heard a buzz, a ring on the buzzer, and it was a sort of crazy place where people just used to turn up and leave at all times of night, and most of the time there'd be somebody there. So there was just hilarious things that happened there. Obviously everyone used to come, we were smoking weed, and once the fire brigade turned up because the smoke alarms had gone off, and it was because the whole studio was stinking of weed, so much smoke that it set the alarms off. So these firemen came into the studio, and Spee, I remember, kept calling one of the firemen bruv. And yeah, so these guys weren't too happy with us. Anyway, I'm sidetracking, just reminiscing. But I got basically a buzz at the door, and it was Sweetie Irene. He sort of came in, is there anyone around? And I was like, no, it's just me. So he said, let's hear what you're doing. And as soon as he heard it, he was like, I really want to jump on this. So basically, we spent a little while, and it was funny because I'd heard Sweetie on the radio about a week or so before, and it was funny because I'd heard him do it was like a freestyle on the radio, and basically I wanted him to do exactly the same thing on the track because I could hear, how well it would work. We spent ages trying to figure it out. He said, is it this? Is it that? And I'm like, no, I don't think it is. And then all of a sudden he said, oh, is it this? Oh, treatment, and I'm like, yeah, that's it. So, he put that down, and then all of a sudden, he left because obviously he'd done the vocals, and I was left to mix and do all the mixing and fixing. And at maybe 6 o'clock in the morning, no, it couldn't have been. It was early anyway. I was playing the track, listening to the final mix, and then all of a sudden there was a sense that there was somebody behind me. So I turned around, and it was Damon Albarn, and he basically listened or heard while he was coming into work early in the morning. And I turned around and I stopped the music, and he just sort of like said, that's all right. And it was like, okay. So, and then after that, it just had a mind of its own. It was played by Dream Team on Radio 1, and then I think Joe Wiley at the time made it her record of the week. So it just, from that moment, had a mind of its own. And it was just great to sort of be a part of that whole project. And the album was, it just went on to do things that were, and songs as well. I mean, they really have nailed it. So I hope you found that sort of interesting. And yeah, check out the channel for more.